Hey there, Michael Scanzello here with ThriveMeWild.com. Day number 3. Made it to 3. Uno, dos, tres. Number 3. I know I can count up to 3 in Spanish. That's about it. Today we're going to go over the power of no, or that no is your bro. You may notice a little difference in the dynamic. I have my standing desk in the upwards position. If you see the backstage video behind me there, we're going to capture, you'll see some backstage kind of maybe goofy, weird stuff, or hopefully some useful tips. If you want to do a video series like this, things that I went through in real time, or going through the overthinking in real time to overcome it. And a big thing that's overthinking really, right, is the no. Is the thing that stops you is that someone's going to say no. This might not work out, right? This career, the interview might not work out. The relationship might not work out. I might not be as smart and talented and cool and awesome as I think I am, so I'm just going to back off and do nothing, and then you get nothing. So that's that overthinking, inaction state of mind. We're going to switch it up. We're going to even think it, which if you're new to the series, that means that you're just going to put enough thought in to make a conscious decision to say, you know what, I can take the downside. If this all goes south, I can take it. I'll be okay. It'll be all right. I'll be okay. And not over and underthinking it, which is where you just jump in. You're so overwhelmed by all the options, by all the inaction that you've done up to this point that you go, I just have to do something. And then that's when you get in real trouble, when you do something that's really not appropriate for you. Maybe it's going out with that wrong person. That's not so bad initially, unless you continue that wrong decision and it goes into a bad relationship and a bad marriage, or who knows where from there, or a bad career move. Like I went into a overnight job to pay the bills, to make money while I was out of work. And that lasted for 5 years. 5 years. Didn't have to, but I got stuck in that mode of thinking, that underthinking of just, I'll go to work, worker bee. That default option in life where you're just trying to get by, but you're never getting ahead. You're in reaction mode. So we'll talk about that so you can even think it right down the middle into a mode where you're going to just do enough effort, enough thought to get it done. Today, it's all about the no. The power of the no. No is your bro. The more you know. So here we go. And there are really two sides to the no we're going to talk about today. There's a side of the no, right, where you receive the no. Somebody gives you a no, you make a proposal. Hey, do you want to go out tonight? And they're like, no. That's one side, right? The other side is when somebody, and this is my light here on just the edge of the picture. You see that? That's what that is. There's a little lamp, a light thingy, so you can see what's going on here. The other side of the no is the side that's when you give a no. You can give out no's as well. And sometimes when people please, especially when we overthink, I'm like, oh, I don't want the person to hate me. I want everybody to think I'm a nice person. So I won't say no. But you're really saying no to other things, right? Other things you could do with your time and effort. We'll talk about that as well. And I'll give you my big secrets. I think actually I have my little note sheet here. I have 3 secrets, 3 big secrets to the no having no power over you. That then the no can actually become something good for you. It can positively impact your life, your relationships, your business, or your career. So that's the power of the no we're going to get into right now. Okay, and also if you're new to this, you can go to ThriveMeWild.com on my website, my blog. You'll find ThriveMeWild.com/eventhink. You can sign up for the emails, get daily updates I'll send you as each day comes out, so you can find out the video. You can get the content. If you missed the live one, I'm trying different time slots for the live video right now. Let me know what time frame works for you. If there's a time when you're on Facebook, say, hey, Mike, here's when I'm on Facebook. Maybe I'll average it out and try to find the average median among the viewers and try to come at that time. It'd be live for you guys to be here, live in person. If you have a question, if I say something and you're like, wait, what do you really mean about that? Love to help out in that way. Or if you have a question, something I didn't talk about related to the topic at hand, happy to do that too. Also coming down the road, there's gonna be some interviews. I'm gonna interview other people side by side. So we're gonna be playing off of someone else and asking questions and talking back and forth. So you can look forward to that coming up. But yeah, get involved. You can go to YouTube. There's gonna be a Thrive Me Wild, my YouTube channel. There'll be a playlist for Even Think. That's the word even, the word think put together, Even Think. And you can go there and get the videos there. They'll all be lined up day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. So that's it about that. Let's get into the Even Think series so we can even think our life and do more. Basically, the whole point of this, the solution is so we're not overthinking, so you're able to accomplish more in your life and do those things that maybe you were a little bit afraid of. You're a little bit like, that's outside my comfort zone, which, by the way, everything where you're going to grow is outside your comfort zone, right? Every time you've had a massive breakthrough in your life, it was outside your comfort zone. That's what was so exciting about it. When you did it, you're like, oh my gosh. When you succeeded, you're like, oh, for so long I've been worried about this. And now I did it. And now it's like, wow, I have this new level of here's where I am, right? You were down here, and then you had this breakthrough. Now your new, mark of awesomeness and your life level of expectancy of awesomeness is like up here instead of down here like it was before. Like, oh, I just want to have a couple friends that like me. And now, boom, now I have 4 friends that like me. And I don't mean like on Facebook, I mean real friends in real life that really truly care about you and support you. And I've been thankful to have a huge network of people that support and care about me. So that's just one example. Let's get into the no's though. I'm getting off topic with the no's. So let's say, what is a no? So first off, what is a no? What is it really? 2 little letters. If this was like a Sesame Street, TV show episode, it'd be sponsored by the letters N and the letters O. N-O. It's just 2 little letters. No. And it's really just somebody saying no to your proposal in a very finite situation, right? A very teeny tiny little slice of who you are. You're like this whole big giant pie that's like the size of the world or the size of the sun, this gigantic pie. This tiny little like mouse little crumb is the no in your life, right? And the impact and influence your life can have that goes even beyond your time span, beyond your life. The other people that you're able to connect with and pass on principles and values to through your family and friends and all that stuff. Even if you're not famous, you're still passing on who you are and what you're all about to the people around you and the actions that you take every day. So yeah, what is the no? It's that tiny little thing, that finite thing in this, almost infinite expanse of who you are, of your awesomeness. And are you gonna let that rule your life? Let that one no be like, oh, well, probably all gonna be no's, so I shouldn't try that anymore. So that's really what a no is, just a tiny little thing. And here's really why I love the word no, and you will too. I love the word no because what it is the word no is really just, it's a definite answer. It's a definite commitment to someone saying to you, they're saying no. They're saying go a different direction, try something different. It gives you that way to readjust, to pivot. I love there's this great book called The Art of Work by Jeff Goins. He talks about pivoting, figure out what your life purpose is and what you want to do. And if you're doing the wrong thing, it's okay. You try something out and you just pivot. Like basketball players, he talks about how they just pivot off their foot and they can make a shot. We pivot in life. We decide, okay, this is going pretty good, but it could be a little bit better maybe if I went this way. But when you get that no, it gives you that thing to bank off of and go a different direction. Now, the thing that I hate is, I was eating a veggie burger right before this video. The thing I hate is this word. This is like No's younger cousin that sits on the couch, plays video games, and eats Cheetos, and doesn't do anything for anybody. That's the word maybe. Maybe. Maybe I want to buy from you. Maybe you'll get the job. Maybe I want to go out with you, right? Maybe sucks. Maybe it's terrible. Maybe I'll show up at your party. Don't maybe me. Just say no. I actually had a direct sales job for over a year. I was walking around for this local pizza chain. We were selling these coupon sheets, these high value coupon sheets, things you get for free in the mail and in your newspaper. And I took lots of no's. But the point is, it loses its power because you realize it's just a no. It's just that finite thing, this infinite expanse. If you could think of like one tiny little speck of sand on the whole beach of who you are, that's all the no is, this tiny little thing in this whole big expanse. So, the fact that I learned, I'll go up and talk to people and they say no to me. I'm going to look over here and regroup with my little list of things here. Yeah, so why I love the no is because you get that definite answer. I would know to cross that person off my list. I wouldn't visit that house again that day. But when I had the maybe was like, well, I guess I should stop back. I'll swing back around. So I would waste my time going back around to the house to have them say no later because they thought, oh, he'll probably never come back again. He's probably going around the neighborhood just once for the day. We'll say maybe, and he probably won't even get back to us today. Or come talk to my husband, come talk to my wife. They can say no to you later. And maybe 1% of the time, the maybe turned into a yes. Just like in your life, sometimes the maybes work out. But for me, it's like think of a bus station. A maybe is if you're standing at the bus station, maybe the bus will show up. Maybe the bus will come, right? Maybe the bus will be here. So you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait. Maybe the bus is coming. Maybe it's right around the corner. Maybe it's right there. I don't want to walk away. Maybe the bus is coming, right? But when you have a no, it's like the bus has left the station. You see it pulling out. You see it leaving, right? You see it going down the road, and you're like, oh, that's a no. Bus has left the station. I got to move on. I either got to, see if there's a new bus coming. I got to find another option, So the no is a definite thing to help you pivot to go to that next thing that could become your big thing. So that's the thing that the maybe that really gets me. And guess what? The overthinking mode, I call it cocooning, where you just hide in your life like I did the first 18 years of my life. I don't know if you heard my story earlier in a video, where basically I was introverted, I was shy, and I thought if I just avoided people, that they wouldn't bother me, that I could just not engage with people and nobody would talk to me, but I wouldn't get bullied. That doesn't work. Anybody who had that experience, it gets worse because you find that easy target and people think, oh, he's better than us. So people would actually criticize me more and bully me because I was a quiet guy. Oh, he won't say anything. So it doesn't work, right? Cocooning. But what it's really doing when you're doing nothing, when you're closing up, putting all the covers on and batting in the hatches, it means nothing can come good of it, right? You can't earn any more income. You don't have any career or business opportunity to earn more income. So it's a definite no. It's 100% a failure. It's 100%, no more income. 100% no to a relationship maybe that you want. And it's even worse than a no, really, when you think about it. And I'm going to get to you why it's even worse than a no. That relationship couldn't happen. And it's everything in your life. Anything that's important in your life, even for your self-worth, you're not giving yourself a chance of somebody respecting you and actually saying, well, I'm saying no, I respect you. Here's an example. I asked this girl out and she said no to me, but it was okay. We were talking. She was kind of fun. We were having like a playful back and forth, banter. But she said, no, I have a boyfriend. But she said it in such a nice, sweet way. It almost made me feel like, oh, you respect me. You actually would entertain the idea of going out with me. It wasn't like insane. Like, well, who are you kidding, man? Who do you think you are? Why would I go out with you? It was actually a genuine, oh, you're a really nice guy. I really like you. I have a boyfriend now. So whether she had a boyfriend or not, I still felt good. So that no became a good thing for me and also let me pivot and know, okay, this isn't really the right person for me. If I'd done nothing in that overthinking mode, right, that cocooning of doing nothing, of inaction, it's a maybe. That's the secret. It's a maybe. Because maybe she would have gone out with me, right? If I didn't ask, I didn't get the no, maybe it would have been the woman of my dreams. Maybe it would have been this awesome opportunity. When you look back in your life, in your past, there's all those maybes, right? All those things you didn't do because of overthinking, that inaction. And then you get this negative loop about, well, things in the future won't be good either because I didn't do it in the past. I'm not going to do it. Throw all that garbage away, throw all that bull crap away because it's all a maybe. In the past, it's a maybe, right? Maybe you could have had a great career. In my career as a magician, there was opportunities where I could have done more maybe, but I didn't take the chance. I didn't put myself out there in that way. So it's still a maybe. I could still make it happen. I could still do it. You can still do things that you missed out on in your past, depending on what it was. If it was asking a girl out, now she's married and has 3 kids, that may not be the best choice. But who knows, later on down the road, you get divorced, people, you're single again later in life and she's single, who knows? So the maybes aren't a no from your past, that overthinking, it's a maybe. But the worst thing about it is it leaves you in that regret, right? That feeling of regret of like what could have been or what might have been. Rather than a no where you go like, that just didn't work. That was a straight up no. It just didn't work out. So that's what I want you to think about it. And I want to get down to the other side of no. Checking out my notes here. Got some good secrets coming up, 3 big secrets coming up. And the other side of no we're going to talk about too is the side of no where it's like you say no. Somebody has that party and you really don't want to go. You're like, this is going to be stupid. I work early in the morning. I don't want to make them feel left out though, or whatever. Or they came to our party. We should go to their party. Just say no. Just say no. And here's the beautiful thing. The more you get used to saying no, the more you don't care if somebody says no to you. Because you realize what it is. It's just a no. It's not a big deal. It's that tiny little grain of sand, that whole big beach of your life, that tiny little crumb, that mouse crumb, and the whole big pie that's like the whole size of the sun in your life. I like the beach thing. I think the beach thing is better imagery, don't you think? Let me know, the beach thing or the pie imagery, which one you like better for the no being this big thing. And here's a big secret. I'm going to get around to the big secrets right here, right now. Boom, I'm dropping a secret. Here's secret number 1. And it's a numbers game. I learned this in my direct sales work I did, that it's a numbers game, that the more you go out there, the more you do things and you take chances, the more you have a chance for people to say no to you, but the more it won't matter. It loses its power, and the power of the no to direct you to where you really want to go in a positive way to say, okay, here's where you can go because that didn't work out. It's like a river where there's like a rock in the river. The rock just directs the water around that rock and it flows around, right? It flows around the rock. But maybe is the dam where it has like that release valve where you're like, well, maybe the water will flow out. I'll just stay in here and wait. And another quick little personal story I had is a relationship that was a maybe relationship. We were sort of dating, but sort of not dating. Can anybody out there relate? You're sort of dating, but you're not. That's a maybe. And the thing about it is like, maybe one day she'll fall in love with me. No, didn't work out. It's a no, but you don't know. You're stuck in maybe land. But like that river with that rock, you just go around it. You just go around. So that's the big secret, the numbers game. When I was doing this direct sales job, they had this great saying, and I wish I knew who said it first and where it came from. If you know the origin, let me know. Happy to give credit. I know it's not my idea, but it's a great idea. And it's this idea. It's the idea that for every no that you get, you are one step closer to a yes. Say that again, because it's that important. For every no that you get in life, it's really one step closer to a yes. If you think about it, the way we thought about it, you may hear some music in the background. There's a music class going on in my house on the other side there. I'll have a little music accompaniment. For every no, you're closer to a yes. Because the way we thought about it in this direct sales job, I don't know if this is like a scientifically proven average, but they said about 1 out of every 10 people that you present your offer to, that you're selling your coupons to, you're trying to sell, will buy. 1 out of 10 people on average. So we knew every time we got, say, 3 no's, I'm closer to yes. Just 7 more, by 6 more, somebody's going to say yes. So think about it that way. I think for that way, it becomes a positive thing that now whenever I hear a no, I'm like, ooh, I'm closer to a yes. Closer to a yes. So think about it that way. And that's one of the big secrets. Got some more here. I got 3 big secrets, if you can see that real quick. Oh, the other beautiful thing about the no I want to mention before I get to secret number 2 is, here's the beauty of the no. That not everybody's going to take all the no's, right? Not everybody's going to have that commitment, that dedication. But when you're committed to something, when you're dedicated so much to something, you are going to be able to take the no's that no one else will take. And guess what? You'll be the only one left. You'll be the only one left in the game, right? All the posers are going to go home and walk away and go, it didn't work out. I got a couple of no's. It didn't work. Like in my direct sales job, there's people that quit in the first week or 2 because they got a bunch of no's. And it's like, okay, well, you got to get better at what you're doing, dude. But you know what? That left more room for me to be like one of the few guys left walking around the neighborhood. Nobody else was walking around there. So I got to walk around and be the guy that got the sales and got to walk around and talk to people and get paid money to do it. Paid to talk, pretty much, and hand out a piece of paper to them. That they gave me money for it. They just met me a couple minutes later. And building all those social skills and learning about human psychology, all those cool things I got to learn because I took a bunch of no's. So the no makes you stand out. It makes you number 1 because everybody else leaves because they don't want to take the no's. So secret number 2, we talked about the numbers game. And the numbers game too, think about it this way. This is a great visual on it. That's my dog in the background there. The great visual on it is if you think about like 40 people, let's say, that you propose something to, and 40 people or 40 job interviews you go on, or 40 people are trying to sell your product or service to, they say no. Well, not all 40 people say no. Let's say 20 people say no, right? So half the people. 20 people say no. Guess what that means? 20 people said yes. 20 people said yes. That's pretty awesome, right? But what if you only talk to 4 people? If you talk to 4 people and 2 of them say no, half the people said no, right? So it's like, man, half the people I talked to said no to me. Whereas if you talk to like 40 people, you got 20 yeses. You don't get just 2 yeses. You got 20 yeses. So you see how the more you go out there and the more you put yourself out there, and the more you stop caring because you're like, well, it's a numbers game. I'm just going out there and doing it. You're making a game out of it, and experiment, whatever you do in your mind to not see it as, oh, this is the end. It's just a redirection. It's that rock that's going to direct you around it, direct the river to flow around it, not the dam that's going to stop you at the maybe. So it's that numbers game. So number 2 is you can realize really how small it is, how small that no is in the expanse of who you are. And here's really the big secret. I don't know if this is secret number 3 or secret number 2.5, doesn't matter. Here's the really big secret, that when you feel secure in who you are and what you are, and that the people close to you around you, people's opinion that you care about and value, that you respect as an authority, and be careful about who you respect as an authority in your life. Make sure that they deserve that position, right? That they've lived up to it. The kind of person that you want to model and be around. But those kind of people, they accept you, right? They love you. They think you're awesome. They support you on your journey. So the fact that they accept you, they're the people that really know you, that know you, K-N-O-W. They know you, right? They're the only people that can really say no to you if there's something important and they're just like, no. All those other people in the world, all those other billions of people around you and thousands in your local community that say no to you when you want something at the store, and no, sorry, it was sold out, or you go to your job interview, they say no. They don't really know you. They don't know who you are and what you're all about. They just know this very finite, tiny little grain of sand in the whole beach of who you are. So they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to this finite little snippet of who you are in this one instance. Maybe you had an off day, or who knows what, or maybe they had an off day, right? Maybe they weren't receptive to what you were offering because of their own mindset being limited. So it's not you. When you're more secure in yourself, the no doesn't matter. You're like, it's not me. It's just this one little situation the person said no to. They didn't say no to me as a human being that, no, you have no validity. You don't deserve to exist and you should go hide somewhere. It's just them saying, no, just not into what you're into right now. That's all they're saying, And I talked about this in an earlier video on day 2, the whole thing about I am enough by Marissa Peer. She started this whole movement, I am enough. Put it on your mirror, wherever you got to do, say it to yourself, I am enough. And when you really take that in, that you're enough, exactly who you are, where you are, what you're doing right now, that you don't need validation of somebody accepting you, for that business or that job or that relationship, that you're okay with who you are and what you're doing. And guess what? You have more time to do the things you want to do. And that's the beauty as well. When you say no, you're actually giving yourself space to do what you want to do. And you need to say no. No is important. That's the power of the no as well, where no is your bro to get more things done you want to get done. If you have that dream project, or that new career, that new level of your career you want to go to, you have to say no to a lot of things. For this dream time, to do this live video, to write all this content down and put it up in the video and add the captions and do all this stuff, I had to say no to other things. No to other things in my current business. No to the busy work of things where you can feel like you're busy. Well, I'm doing the things I've always been doing in my business to keep things going. You're in your career, in your job. If you got to have a job to pay the bills, go work your job to pay the bills. But in between, you have time that you could fill with, well, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Or you could, you're talking to your friend that's not really encouraging you, somebody who's just sitting on the couch with you playing video games or something. They're not really encouraging you, right, to support you and help you grow and get better. So you got to say no to that and say yes to your dreams. And think about what you're saying no to when you say, I'm going to overthink, I'm going to do nothing, I'm in inaction. To be in inaction is to say no to your dreams, to say no to the best opportunity of your life. And the best opportunity in my life was opening myself up to a no when I asked my wife to go out with me. And it's funny because she even said I wasn't looking to date anyone at the time, but I asked her out in a way that I wasn't really like asking her out. We were friends, we were talking at work, or kind of work acquaintances. And I said, we want to hang out after work. I heard you're hungry. They didn't have food ready for her in the restaurant where we worked. So we just went out for food. Kind of like friends, like we were at work, acquaintances, colleagues. And then I asked her out the next week, because I only worked once a week at the restaurant doing magic. She worked there as a hostess all week long. And she was a little hesitant because it was like, oh, is this like a date? She's like, no, I'm paying. It's okay. In her own mind, she told me later on what she was thinking. But then she went out with me again, and it became this regular thing. And it's because I kept saying yes. I kept trying. I kept going for what might have been a no. Because I kept trying, it became a yes. And that one yes of my wife saying yes to me, she's now been the most amazing woman I've had in my life. For 8 years we've been married. We have a 4-year-old son. All this amazing stuff, all this amazing things I have in my life were because I tried at what might have been a no. And all I needed was that one yes. So like in your relationship, you just need that one yes. Out of all the no's, that numbers game of all the 100 no's or 200 no's, if just one person says yes, not even 20 or 40, half of them, one person says yes, you have the person of your dreams to spend the rest of your life with. If one person says yes on your job, the career that you've always wanted, you have this awesome career. If one person says yes in a relationship, you have this great new friend to talk to, or in your business, a side hustle you're working on. If one person, one product you have or one service you provide all of a sudden skyrockets into superstardom, you have an amazing business now that provides you income and opportunity and freedom and flexibility and all these wonderful things. And all you need to do is get that one yes. So for that one yes, you have to go through a whole sea of no's, but it's okay because the no's don't really matter. They don't really know you. Remember, the people that know you, they're the ones that can really know you. Nobody else can really say no to you, N-O, because they don't know you, K-N-O-W. They just know that finite little tiny bit of you, that grain of sand in the whole beach of who you are. So I think they were a cool bunch of stuff. Oh, here's another little tip for you. Try this out. Try the Megan Trainor exercise. If you check out her song called No, she has this great song, No. She's like, my name is No. My thing is No. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't know if that's like copyright infringement, just badly singing her song. I think that covers parody. I think we're covered with that. Play that on a loop, get it on your phone, play it back, get used to the word no, because it's not a big deal. It's a no, just saying, it's saying yes to something else. It's saying yes to a new opportunity. Is what really a no is a yes to a new opportunity. It's saying no for this one, yes to something new. This thing is closed, this door, this wall is up here, but there's a yes right around the corner, over this way. So live in the yes. Don't live in the maybe of the overthinking of the past and what could have been, or the maybe of what could be right now, because you're cocooning and you're hiding and you're blocking yourself off. We talked about that, because that's the maybe, right? Well, maybe that would have worked out. Maybe if I'd asked that person, maybe if I'd applied for that job that I really wanted, but I felt like I didn't have the qualifications for, maybe they would have hired me. Or maybe I would have seen how much they really did appreciate what I do. And maybe I would have learned more specifically about how I could do better next time, or skills to develop for next time. So get out there, get a bunch of no's. And here's my challenge to you today. Take a no, give a no. So put a proposal out there where you might get a no. It's okay. Take it. Go, okay. Just one no. Got a lot more coming. It's okay. I'm going to get the yes, that big yes. Every no is one step closer to yes. And give a no, give a no. Find a chance where there's something that, you want to people please. You want to say yes to it just to be like, oh, let me help this guy out, or this person, let me do this or that. Don't, if it's like your mom or your wife or your husband or something really important, or you're really going to get in trouble by saying no to it, don't do that right away. Try something small. Try it on that friend that's sort of like an acquaintance or whatever. Just say no to them and see how it feels. If you don't normally say no in this situation, you made time for a yes, and time for that dream time to do something you really want to do. Focus on what you really want. That's what every no is doing, bringing you closer to the yes in your life of what you want to spend time on. So say no, use the power of no. Know what no can do for you. No is your bro. Let's do a hashtag no is your bro. You can hashtag if you try that out. Try that out where you give a no, you accept a no. Maybe the no turns into a yes. Maybe it's this proposal you have out there and you thought the person would say no and they said yes. Let me know. That'd be crazy cool, right? And even if they said no, you learn something. You get something to move with if you take it as an opportunity for growth, not just as a dead end. It's not a dead end. It's just a pivot. It's just a little slight turn. That the only dead end is when you're stuck in maybe land, when you're cocooning, you're overthinking. You do it to yourself. That's the only real no in life, is the one that you give to yourself when you say no. So say yes by saying no. Say no to the things you don't want, and let the no's come in, because there are people you don't want to deal with. Obviously, it's not an opportunity or a person or a business or a company that was going to work out with you anyway, because they would have said yes if it was the right thing, right? So get used to the no's. It's powerful. It's big. Boom. Dropping the no's. The big N-O, the no bomb. Final thought here. Let's wrap it up. Is you have everything that you need to thrive. You have your mind. You have your actions. And you have your personality. So when you live your full potential, you're going to empower others to do the same. So go out there and thrive. I'll see you on day 4. And here, by the way, let me help you out on your little journey. No. There you go. Make sure I'm looking right at the camera. No. So that's your first no of the day you can take. And it doesn't mean anything, right? I guess me saying no doesn't mean anything in a real situation with a no. Rock and roll.